Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A pretty decent game.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
One incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Hey, you block over here. Hey, 88, 88, 88.
Now run straight ahead with one.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
319, 26.
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4. Going right back to Wilson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
319. Inside. Take 30. Back north.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
A handoff for Warren.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
258. Back north. Inside. Hey, take 26. Yeah, this.
Oh, and they set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
Take 30. Stay right. Get 300. Jump out. 50.
Now Rodgers.
That is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
58. Come out. 26. Go to 50. Hey, you Lance. Hey, 88. 630.
Here's Rodgers. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short throw held in by Kelsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that gets enough for the 1st down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the 1st down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Now he's going to step up the run. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got it.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.
Sets up a first down and goal.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 3.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
At the Chiefs' 2-yard line.
319.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for DK.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Inside. Get 300. Get 300.
Here's Rodgers to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2.
26. 30. Back north. Box it.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf from a yard out. And the Steelers take the chance on fourth and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Hey, 88.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And it's third down.
Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. And here's Matt Araiza now. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
At their 49-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
319. 26. Excellent. Boxes. Hey, 88.
Now it's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. Got his man. Jalen Warren, 26 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
17. Chiefs nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines looking to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Get 300. Get 300. Go to 50.
Now Rodgers. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone structure here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Rodgers going to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strong territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, I think completions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the second.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Right to the air is Rodgers. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right back to Dobbins on first. And a good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else. Now it's Nix.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Captain. Olay. Olay.
Throwing Nix. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
There's a 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. It's caught, Smith. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Warren will try the right side. Takes it to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
block over here. Yeah, this. Jump out.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
258. Back north. Hey, 88. Inside. Hey, check 26.
In motion right, that's Metcalf.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass.
He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stall off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
At the 30-yard line.
Bombers.
Nix from the shotgun.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Captain.
Working out of the gun is Nix. He'll try and do this himself.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now.
Deep to return is Calvin Austin.
This is taken at about the 14. Shoves him aside.
Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
88.
Rodgers now to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, check 26.
In motion right, that's Metcalf.
Throwing is Rodgers.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes you just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
58, inside, 30, 50, Jets 300, Jets 300.
Rodgers to throw once more. Caught. It's Wilson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 47-yard line.
88, go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Jump out.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Short throw to Smith. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That's caught. It's Kenneth Gainwell. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Cat 300. Cat 300. Stay right. Back north. Hey, 88.
In motion right, that's Metcalf.
We're scoreless after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Jump out.
In motion right, that's Metcalf.
Now it's Rodgers. He's got Smith here. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 11-yard line.
Hey, 626. In 18. 26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 26.
In motion right, that's Metcalf.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenneth Gainwell from 10 yards out. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
Bombers.
Nix to the air. He'll get that complete to Franklin.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Captain.
Here's Nix. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
Brings up 2nd and 14. At the
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Bombers. Chill.
To throw is Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it is early. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead. And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Escapes the defender. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick 6. So dealing with this deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive. 1st and 10.
Bombers. Captain.
Throwing after the interception. Nix. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Captain. Away. Bombers. Stay at home.
To throw, here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Captain.
Here's Nix once more. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
And 10.
Bombers. Chill.
They'll look to throw again. He completes this to Sutton. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard gain. We're still in the 1st half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Captain. Away. Bombers.
Back to the air with Nix. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's another Broncos first down.
Dobbins.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Throwing Nix. Touchdown Broncos.
Cortland Sutton, a 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Broncos have cut it back within a score.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Will Lutz on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This 2nd quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and that was a pretty big game.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
You block over here.
It's 2nd down.
Inside. Hey, 88. Gap 300.
In motion right, that's Metcalf.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now it's Nix. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Steelers 28-yard line.
Bombers. Captain. Olay. Joe.
Looking to throw. Nix. Throw inside complete. That's Franklin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Will
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers going to throw. He's got him in. Complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
A gain of 30. First down, Pittsburgh.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
630. 26. Clinton. Jump out. Cat 300. Flip it down.
Now Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And the Steelers first down. A gain of 12. And the Steelers first down.
Number 50. Hey, 626. Hey, 88.
Rodgers again now. He's got room to roam. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Nix from the shotgun.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Bombers. Olay.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
And 12 at the 43-yard line.
Captain. Joe. Olay. Huddle. Bombers. Olay. Captain. Joe.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Nix looking to throw again. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Down to the 10.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take it.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Dobbins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up. Looking to throw. Nix. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked up by Joey Porter Jr.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
At the 45-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Not open downfield, it's Metcalf.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
DK Metcalf, 45 yards. And the Steelers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Captain.
Nix to the air.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Now an audible here into something else. Here's Nix.
Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
Bombers.
To throw is Nix.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Hold on a second. Hey, Joe. Olay. Captain.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hold on a second. Let's get that time.
To throw, here's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Now 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 11-yard line.
Joe. Olay. Bombers.
They'll look to throw again. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll run with Dobbins. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Lutz is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now it's Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
24. Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Captain. Bombers. Away.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
11-yard line.
Shanahan. Away. Joe. Captain.
Throwing Nix. He targets Ingram for another grab.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. And they'll let that play, the completed pass, stand as they decline the penalty.
So do you get the sense they like their defense?
Yeah, they wanted that next down to come up.
Yeah, they weren't worried about the yardage there at all. Just what you said. Let the downs trickle away.
Go. Bombers. Away. Joe.
Back to throw. Nix. This pass caught at the 4.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Well, this defense just has not been able to keep him under wraps. That's now 10 catches for him in the ball game.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
On the sneak, it's Nix.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
On the ground, here's Mims.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Marvin Mims. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Looks good on the extra point. And that gives them a 3-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. We've seen him do this many times in green and gold. Now he'll try to do it in black and gold. Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers
down 31-28, 2:19 to play. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down.
Get 300 inside.
In motion, the tight end.
Number 50, and you block 26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man here, it's Wilson.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
50. Plant.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. To throw is Rodgers.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Rodgers to throw. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession.
They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Now Rodgers.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
To throw is Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Riley Moss. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Over set. Hey, read our key. Captain. Go. Bombers. Away.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was defended by Brandon Echols.
Oh, my set. Ready.
Nix from the shotgun. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now it's Nix.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
Hey, 88.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll get this down to the 10. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Broncos.
Now 2nd and 4.
26.
Here's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard
Denver
line.
offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got playing to catch.
And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Back to throw now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And now off to the races down the right side. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control. If I'm under pressure, I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within 1/4 of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game. And it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Gibbs. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Detroit. 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
49-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Detroit.
Off play action. Here's Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction, unfortunately haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 4-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs from 4 yards out. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Broncos nothing.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And they'll run it here. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, here's Nix. Got a man open, it's Sutton. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, 38 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Lutz with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Team has scored 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Goff. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Nix. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact and he'll go deep.
Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Lions' 18-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now 3rd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd and 8.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready, we're done.
Nix to the air. He completes this to Sutton. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Broncos, first down. 1st and goal.
Now they'll change things up.
Ready. Ready, we're done.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Play action. It's gone. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15.
Here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together.
They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
It's a gain of 8.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
50-yard line.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That is caught by Laporta. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Throwing again is gone. Now he's going to step up and run. His throw incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Gone. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second and 7. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Bombers. Hold on a second.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Broncos.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
To throw is Nix. He finds his man, complete. It's Sutton. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And they'll go on the ground. Room here to run.
Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football.
And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And this one too low.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play, but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. That punt return 66 yards, and it goes the distance.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Lions 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. There's Goff. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Goff now looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play.
There's Goff. Now a run here with the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Back to throw, Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point.
Goff looking to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And we get another look now at this Broncos offense. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll run it here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Nix.
He finds his man, complete. That's Sutton. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Captain. Bombers.
Throwing Nix.
Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Captain.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Touchdown, Broncos. A big play there. 42 yards.
And the Broncos continue to pull away here in this first half.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown.
Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Now it's gone.
And that nearly intercepted. The free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
To throw is gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
First down. First and 10.
The final shot before break here. Goff.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much.
miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag, I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange, from the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band, sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin, flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short but I can't complain, doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night, and I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice then I teleport, got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan, then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone, spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job but I'm on the clock, and you can't stop me cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. Nope. When you're not, you're not.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So here come the Patriots now on offense. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
May going to throw right away.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Crazy.
To throw, it's May.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, New England.
They're going to throw. May.
Hunter Henry brings it in. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Come with me.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Crazy.
To the air, May.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And able to get this out to the 25.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Captain. Bombers.
Nix from the shotgun.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
And now they'll shift things around. Nix to the air.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Captain. Bombers. Away.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
40-yard line.
Joe. Away.
To throw, here's Nix.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Oh, that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Bombers.
Here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Away.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Nix to throw again.
Now he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Bo Nix
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Broncos have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
At the 37-yard line.
Crazy.
From the shotgun, it's May.
He completes it to Henry.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Crazy. Here.
Here's May.
And Diggs has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Patriots.
This out quickly to Williams.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Broncos' 29-yard line.
Crazy.
They'll throw with May. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Patriots first down. First and goal, New England.
Hey, what's that? 5. Crazy. 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 Sit down. Yeah, you go.
Throwing here is May. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard of the completion. It's second and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Crazy. Yep, 45. Here you go.
Here's a second and 7. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
5. Crazy. 5. Crazy. Hey, let's push it in. Great job. We're good.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Henry. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was... And now off to the races, down the right side. He's on his way. Cortland Sutton, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 76 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we're used to seeing big plays from him in the passing game. That'll obviously go as a rushing touchdown, and what a rushing touchdown it was.
And you got to think to yourself, that this coaching staff has looked at his playmaking ability and said to themselves, why are we just going to throw it to him? Let's double his touches and make him a big part of the run game. That big playability, it was at the forefront on that one.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. As they've got it as we resume action. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Crazy. 5. Crazy. 5.
From the shotgun, May with it. That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A good passing down here. They send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down. He'll look to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He really tried to thread that down the seam.
Yeah, he tried to rip that one, didn't he? But a throw with that velocity, necessary when you're trying to hit a quick hitter like that one. Timing execution has to be perfect. Unfortunately for him, that one fell to the ground.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Patriots first down. It's a gain of 10. And the Patriots first down.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Second down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 41-yard line.
Again, it's Henderson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Henderson.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
32-yard line.
From the gun, it's May.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Looking to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
7-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Denver's offense now set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing Nix. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
To throw is Nix. A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
And they'll go on the ground. They'll stay about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On the run, this is Gtowncapp.
And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for the Dobbins.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. New England's offense set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, what's up? Crazy.
To throw, it's May. And the pass to Henry is intercepted.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Intercepted.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
On the sneak, it's Nix.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Bo Nix
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Broncos would extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. But not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it Down by 2 scores.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Got a man. It's Kayshon Boutte.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down is May.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
At their own
the Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A final shot before break. Nix. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So halftime is a happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Broncos offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Here's 3rd and 3.
3-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
That's good for Broncos.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Nix to the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Harvey will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
Jets will look to add the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy.
To the air, May.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They're going to throw. May.
And he spots Henderson open left side.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught by Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's May.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Here's May.
Throw left side complete. That's Douglas. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
They'll throw with May.
And it's caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
It's a turnover on downs.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
On my set. Ready.
They'll run. It's Dobbins.
And he stopped immediately there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
They need 2. Here's third down.
On my set. Ready. 37.
And they'll go with the ground attack here.
Down the right sideline. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots 11. A big gain there on 3rd and long. 43 yards. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Courtland Sutton, he scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Broncos up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Throwing here is May.
Left side caught by Diggs. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the Patriots first down. It's a gain of 10.
From the shotgun, May with it.
And his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line.
That's good for our Patriots. First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw again.
May looking to run.
Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
They'll look to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's got there back at the 39-yard line.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Crazy, crazy. Now here goes throw. Five.
They're going on 4th down. May. He'll try to do it himself.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here's Nix.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And they'll run it here. Almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
Tackle made right at midfield.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Crazy.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Riley Moss. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram.
And the Pats will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Crazy. What's up?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Joe. Olay. Captain.
To throw, here's Nix.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Broncos start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Patriots ready to try again on offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
From the gun, it's May. They'll check this down to Henderson out of the backfield.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
To throw, it's May. Gets this complete to Butte.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 6. At their 49.
Back to throw.
He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
From the gun on third down, it's May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Patriots first down. An 8-yard pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
The coverage by Carlton Davis.
Nix to the air.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return is Jones. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
And my goodness, another interception.
Brandon Jones picking it off. With this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And now they'll audible to something else.
Bombers, bombers, bombers.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Patriots force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
We're going to throw. May. Throw right side. Going to be taken in by Henderson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second and
to the air. May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. To the sideline. That's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
3 yards. That's good for a Patriots. First down. First and 10 at the 30.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And now here's another interception. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead, late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
At the 48-yard line.
Ready?
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of